favored making kindergarten a requirement, while 33% opposed it. Lawmakers passed a bill earlier this year making kindergarten mandatory, but the governor vetoed it. There are some really cool displays for the public to check out on the Marina Green in San Francisco for Fleet Week. KCBS's Margie Schaefer has details of the STEM Center and the Humanitarian Assistance Village. Military and civilian agencies have disaster response plans for events like a potential earthquake, and civilian aid to the Secretary of the Army in Northern California, Gil Sanborn, says those agencies are taking part in an open-air exhibition on Marina Green each day of the air show.
We've got environmental displays, we have water treatment displays.
You can see the control room for emergency communications in an emergency vehicle that threw a 7.0 simulated earthquake in the Shake Shack, and there will be robotics.
The orientation in general is stemmed toward humanitarian relief and disaster.
You can also meet and speak with people doing this valuable work.
We have in our midst uniformed folks who help out civilians here in Northern California, and that's what people will see when they come down to the Marina Green.
The Humanitarian Assistance Village and STEM Center is free and open to the public Friday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. In San Francisco, Margie Schaefer, KCBS. The Blue Angels will take flight today ahead of this weekend's Fleet Week Air Show. KCBS's Mike DeWald caught up with a San Francisco who will be flying over his hometown for the first time with the flight team.
As a child, Lieutenant Scott Goosens remembers daydreaming, watching the jets fly overhead on the playground or from a San Francisco rooftop.
That was the backdrop of this team when I was a kid. That's what I remember seeing growing up, and it was always what I associated the Blue Angels with, was flying over San Francisco Bay.
Now he'll have a very different viewpoint, taking in San Francisco's landmarks from the sky.
Some of my lines kind of take me right over the neighborhood that I grew up in.
Goosens didn't take up flight till he was 25, joining the Navy, then becoming a flight instructor. He says he hopes to inspire others, not necessarily toward aviation or the Navy, but rather toward excellence and the pursuit of success in a chosen path.
You know, 90% of people at that first sign of difficulty will kind of give up, and it's those who continue to persevere and pursue that dream are the ones who ultimately end up getting where they want to be.
He says he's expecting quite the hometown contingent to watch his number 3 jet from the ground.
Should have quite the amount of friends and family, which I feel very fortunate that they'll be out and taking their time to watch the Blue Angels fly and watch me up there.
At Oakland International Airport, Mike DeWald, KCBS.
Pittsburgh police say their recent stepped-up 90-day enforcement campaign meant to deter violent crime and get guns off the street was a big success. The operation netted over 100 firearms, including 9 assault rifles, and the district attorney's office has filed charges on 90% of the cases from that campaign. Increased enforcement took place from June 1st to September 1st, during which police say there was a significant decline in gun-related crimes in Pittsburgh, with shootings down 40% during those 3 months, and the number of aggravated assaults sprees involving firearms dropping down 50% as well. KCBS News Time 12:25. Take a look at your money.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The nail-biting time is almost over on Wall Street, with the government about to issue its September jobs report. Investors will be looking for signs that the labor market is starting to crack following several interest rate hikes this year by the Fed. Even say they remain committed to more rate hikes to crush inflation. Stocks fell yesterday ahead of the jobs report, led by the Dow and S&P. Government efforts to reduce teen vaping are falling on deaf ears. A new survey finds more than 14% of high school students used e-cigarettes last month. That's up from 13.4% in a similar survey last year. Juul Labs is canceling a planned overseas expansion and will lay off staff. Dow Jones reports Juul is exploring various restructuring options, including bankruptcy, amid a dispute with the FDA over whether it can sell its e-cigarettes in the U.S. Larry Kofsky, Bloomberg Radio.
It's not often that something you like is actually good for you. Take sleeping on your side. Studies indicate that side sleeping can help with nighttime breathing. At European Sleepworks, we have many options to help side sleepers create the comfort and stability they need. From their unique contoured mattresses to their patented custom-fit oxygen pillows. After all, for over 50 years, they've been working on your side. And that's a good thing. European Sleepworks is Adeline and CHP in Berkeley or online at sleepworks.com.
From abortion to inflation, the issues in elections across the country have far-reaching implications for the Bay Area. We're breaking them down on The Homestretch, Odyssey's new original political podcast. I'm KCBS political reporter Doug Sauber. Each week I'll talk with a range of experts to give you a no-fuss 15-minute download of the most pressing issues on this year's ballots. Download the Odyssey app and follow KCBS, and listen to The Homestretch on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
We're all on this planet together, so join Odyssey and find your one thing. As autumn temperatures get cooler, here are some simple things you can do to help out the environment. Remove any window air conditioners. Check windows and door seals for proper insulation to keep heat in and cold air out. And check your furnace, making sure it's clean, and replace the air filter with a new one to keep it running at peak efficiency all winter long. Join Odyssey, and together, each of us doing one thing makes a greener tomorrow. What's your one thing? Fall is in the air, and that means epic savings on used cars at CGDV. Hey, it's Joe and Brand, and during our used car sales event, you'll find big savings and low financing on a massive inventory of almost 2,000 used cars across all of our Northern California locations. From CGDV certified used cars to our value cars, you'll find a used car that fits your needs and your budget. Don't miss our used car sales event, only CGDV.
Autumn weather together on the 8th, it's 12:28. Frank Munich's looking at the roadways.
And I'm looking at a problem on northbound 880 just before Oak Street in Oakland. We have a report of an accident involving two cars. One car is partially in the center divide, that left-hand shoulder, but partially in the far left lane, so the CHP is still trying to deal with that. Problem being reported in Petaluma, westbound 80, just before Appian Way. We have an accident there involving a big rig and a sedan on the shoulder. Some good news, though, eastbound 80 near Petaluma Valley Road. We had a crash there blocking the two left lanes. That has now been moved out of lanes. Your next update at 12:38 on the traffic leader KCBS.
Some heavy coastal and bay fog this morning. It'll be partly cloudy, inland cool with lows in the upper 40s and 50s. We're getting into fall, sort of. It'll be warm inland, sunny skies today after morning overcast with only limited clearing at the coast. 60s at the coast. 70s and low 80s around the bay to the upper 80s and some low 90s inland. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on KCBS.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with security edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security. Together for just $69.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Or find out how to get up to a $650 prepaid card with a qualifying bundle. Limited time offer, restrictions apply. New 50 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Requires enrollment in EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 1H 2022. Results may vary, not an endorsement.
News that matters to you. Around the Bay, around the world, around the clock. All news 1069 and AM 740. KCBS. Friday, October the 7th, 2022. Coming up on KCBS, how long will you let things sit in the fridge past their best before date? Turns out we can be a little less wasteful. I'm Elisa Clancy. KCBS News Time 12:31. CBS News is next.
CBS News brief. There is a suspect in custody, but no word on motive in stabbings along the Las Vegas Strip in which 2 people were killed. 6 were hurt, 3 of them critically. Las Vegas tourist James Ford.
I come to Vegas all the time. Usually we feel like pretty safe, but now these things happening. And last time I was here, another person fell from a building. Seems like the safety is like going sideways.
Could President Biden's son face federal criminal charges? CBS's Pat Melton.
Multiple sources familiar with the